that said, colleagues, there was a matter before I close the meeting. There was a matter that arose during the first session, which we had this morning. The matter that was raised by our colleague from Nigeria, Senator Natasha, and because all of us heard what she said, and it only serves us better if I put a word in what she has said. So I would like to say we have heard her concerns, and having heard her, it would have been an opportunity for all of us to understand more about what she has said. But because we listened only on her side, as an institution, as IPU, we will be taking the concerns that have been raised, not only taking her side, but also giving a chance to listen to the other side, as it is a custom for IPU. And after having listened to the other side, we will take steps as necessary. So I thought it was necessary for us to say a word about it and then be able to take it further. Excuse me? I'm still getting there. Thank you. So I thought I should let you members, before we think because she said something different from what the contributions were. So we have taken care of, we have taken the concerns that she raised, and we will be working on them, of course, having listened to the other side, and we will be able to take steps after that. I also recognize the fact that our Nigerian delegate who is here had requested the floor, Honorable Kafilat, but because of time, she wasn't given a chance to speak. But, like I said, we have heard the concerns that have been raised by Senator Natasha, but at the same time, we have taken cognizance of the fact that you would have wished to address us, but time wasn't enough to give you a chance to do that. And that said, IPU will be taking this matter as we usually do when such concerns are raised in meetings like this. So I thought members shouldn't go back home and feel like, yeah, Senator Natasha raised an...
Okay, guys, we've seen what is happening so far. Now the UN Inter-Parliamentary Union has vowed to take the necessary step by, first of all, hearing the other side of the story. That is the Akpabio side of the story. As we all know, these are not Nigerian lawmakers. Obviously, there is no way they will sweep this investigation under the carpet, just the way Nigerian senators handle their own matter. Once again, nobody they talk say Akpabio is not innocent. No. That is not what Nigerians are saying. But waiting Nigerians they talk, we say, let the right thing be done. Once again, make I drop this video for you guys, most especially those people see they talk, say, why Natasha go do this? Why Natasha go do that? Make them see waiting and waiting these senators and do where we say it make this woman push her to the wall to go to this extent. And again, question where Nigerians go they ask, because they talk say this woman they lie, that she's a liar, that she's this, she's that. I not say she know they lie you, but if she's lying, will she go to this extent? That is another question Nigerians and some senators where they support Akpabio need to ask themselves. If really she dey lie, will she go to this extent, carry her shameless self, go to international community knowing fully well if they investigate? Say these people investigation, not be Nigeria investigation. Say if they carry out the investigation and find out she's lying, what this will mean to her, how this is going to tarnish her image. Please guys, watch the video, drop a comment with us in the comment section, and please don't forget to like and share our videos. Thanks and bye for now. See you in my next video. Bye-bye.
The Senate to consider lifting the suspension or reducing the tenure of the suspension, Senator Natasha Akpoju-Uduaghan shall submit a written apology to the Senate before any reconsideration by the Nigerian Senate. Those in support of prayer to say aye. Those against say nay. I don't think, as a landlord of the Senate, I don't think they heard what I read. So let me just repeat for clarity. Senator Natasha Akpoju-Uduaghan shall submit a written apology to the Senate before the reconsideration by the Senate. Those in support of prayer 2, say aye. Those against, say nay. I thought I had 50-50. Let me make it 40-60. That for the Senate to consider lifting the suspension or reducing the tenor of suspension, Senator Natasha Akpotiuduaghan shall submit a written apology to the Senate before any reconsideration of this case by the Senate. Those in support of prayer 2, say aye. Those against, say nay. Nay. The ayes have it.
So my people now don't see am. Is it me or because personally waiting I say na the nail na dey higher, na their voice dey loud pass. But yet the Senate president gave it to the eyes, where be say the voices of the eyes were few.
Mr. President, the latter part of number 6 talks of withdrawal of all security details for the duration of our suspension. Mr. President, I want to believe that we still feel we are one, and any injury to any of us should be injury to all. I believe withdrawal of security aids at this moment from a senator is not the best way to go. And we should not really create a precedence where the moment something happens with a member of the National Assembly, the security agencies will say withdraw the security aids. Because this could be a problem to us later. So I just want us to reflect on this.
If your security is given to you as a leverage to your being a senator, then there will be no need for them to hang around with you when you are no longer a senator. In other words, if you are no longer a president of the Senate, you cannot continue to sit in the car of the president of the Senate. I was with you in the villa the day you declared support for me, and I saw you off as a sign of respect as the outgoing Senate president. When we got to the vehicle, you just pointed out and said, "This will be withdrawn from me tomorrow. I will come to your house after you win." so if you are telling me that, assuming I had failed that day, would that vehicle come to my house?
Well, Mr. Senate President, I don't want it to be like I'm trying to make a case, but I believe that this is a suspended senator, not someone who ceases to be a senator. It's suspension.
But without arguing with you,
that's my case. Yes.
Without arguing with you, let me remind you, you are a landlord in the Senate or in the National Assembly. Do you remember a senator that was called Oton Zeribe? A distinguished senator who was one of the richest people in southeastern Nigeria. And when he entered into the Senate, he carried along on his shoulders his wealth. May his soul rest in peace. When he was suspended, the Senate took steps to withdraw all his security. And when he refused to apologize to the Senate, he stayed out of the Senate for over 2.5 years until the end of that tenure. We are starting a journey now.
There are two options. One is to take the option of apologizing to the Senate. And when you apologize, by the way, the apology is not to any individual. It's not even to the president of the Senate. It's to the institution. That's where she's convinced, anyway, that she's in breach of the rules. But like I said, if she's not convinced and she feels there is no need for her to apologize, then, prayer 1 stands, that she stands suspended. Unless the Senate itself, for any reason, decides, to go back to this issue and take another decision, which can only happen, by a motion for rescission. Something must trigger that motion anyway. So there are two options. One option is the option of suspension, serving the suspension for 6 months. The other option is the option of going for a way of reconciliation. If she feels, she has done anything wrong, that she wants to apologize to the institution. But there's always that option. Whichever way it goes, the day Senator Natasha comes back to that chamber, either by reason of, going for option 2 to reconciliation, or by reason of going by option 1 of serving the suspension, whichever option she takes, the day she walks back into that chamber, she gets integrated again, with the rest of our colleagues as a part of that institution, as a senator of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Right now, of course, there's no doubting the fact that by virtue of the votes, that her people give to her, she has their mandate to represent them as a senator. The only thing is just that she has to be ready to comply. What are we going to be investigating? A matter that is before the court of law, where the court will follow the judicial process, and all parties will have, a chance to either, prove or defend, their own case. So we cannot sit in the Senate and say we're investigating that.